Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. It's Friday, and you know what that means. Another live Geek Guide here on YouTube. Hello, world. I'm Chris Pirillo, and I try to do a live stream in this YouTube channel every week, although you may have noticed recently, YouTube has decided to switch my name from Locker Gnome, my old handle, to Chris Pirillo, which is my real name. I don't know why, but now you're subscribed to Chris Pirillo, which is probably better than being subscribed to Locker Gnome because, well, I'm Chris Pirillo. And hello. So thank you, everybody, for joining us in this live video broadcast. I'm checking to make sure the stream is going okay since I am talent, producer, director, uploader. Everything seems to be okay on my end. Thank you again for participating. And I say that because a few minutes ago on Facebook, I asked if anybody had any questions for this week's AMA. So I call it a geek guide because I like doing geeky things and I tend to be a guide, so I'm the geek guide, but this is really more like an AMA. Ask me anything. If you did not get the free push notification from the Locker Gnome app, you should download it right now. It's available on iOS and Android, and when you get the push notification, you can tap on it. It opens the Locker Gnome app, and then will automatically launch the page where you could be watching this live. And let me check the stats already. 112 people have already liked this video. Thank you. I really appreciate that kind of support. Now all I have to do is live up to it. I will continue to do these live weekly broadcasts so long as we get at least 1,000 likes every week, and it seems we've been doing well so far. I've got a few questions stacked, but if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I'm watching right now. Everything Now Romania, that's the username, says hello from Romania. Brutal Bajorn says, we've been fooled. No, you shouldn't have been fooled. Michael Larson says, hi, Chris. Hi, Michael. Let's see here. Any other bits of housekeeping? Yes. Be sure to check out a revamped LockerGnome.com. What we're doing now is finding really cool things that are fun, affordable, and, interesting, and highlighting them on LockerGnome.com. Take a look. We'd love to see your feedback. See, I've got this nice, plain sticky. It's a square sticky. You know what I should have used is back here, I've got, see that looks like a normal sticky? It isn't. It's actually a Tetris sticky. Let's do this. I've got more shapes too. Uh-oh. Let's see here. See, it's a Tetris sticky. I should have used these. That would have been geeky stickies. I went with a boring square. So check that out. Also, what do you guys think about doing these live streams every Friday around noon Pacific? That's noon my time since I live in the Seattle area. Just curious to know what you think about the timing because I want to make sure everybody has a chance to participate. Of course, we hope the live stream works well enough for people who aren't able to catch it live. That's why we do record it now in HD in this YouTube channel. The last thing I have to say is congratulations to Michelle Stanley. You are the recipient for this week's Amazon gift card giveaway, and you get to choose one item on Amazon worth up to at least $399 or $400, and you'll get it courtesy of our sponsor, go.tagjag.com/free points. Download that right now on your iOS or Android device, available in US, UK, and beyond. And with it, you can earn points to get free gift cards, including gift cards for Amazon. So I've been using it for quite some time. It works very, very well, and they're now doing these sponsorships of the weekly giveaways. So congratulations, Michelle Stanley. Just email me. I've already connected with you on your YouTube account to qualify for next week's giveaway because we do this giveaway every week on Friday. Thanks again to the sponsor. Check out the video description. We've got details. You download the app, go.tagjag.com/free points. You leave a comment on this video with your referral code as well as which sponsored app you decided to download. I've received so many tweets from you out there in the community saying that you've now earned gift cards and you otherwise would not have earned them simply by using this app. So thank you again for participating and supporting the sponsor. Very happy to do those weekly giveaways. A $400 Amazon gift card. What would you get if you get this at some point in the future? I'd be curious to know. Okay, so let's move on to the questions. Sorry, guys. I know it's a lot of housekeeping, but I'm trying to keep this rolling as fast as I possibly can because I know everybody's time is precious. They're precious. All right, so on Facebook today, I posted my Ewok shelf. I kind of completed it. More on that is coming in, I believe, the vlog that's going to be edited and uploaded today. It's kind of fun. I also posted where you can get a Doctor Who hat from, well, Doctor Who. At least one of the Doctors wore that. Although I haven't seen the Doctor that's worn that particular hat yet. I'm only on the 10th Doctor right now. So we're jumping... Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys saw that special rubberized grips for a PlayStation controller. Kind of neat. Also on my Facebook page. This is where I asked you if you had any questions for me. What do you think about Apple making fun of other products like Google Glass and Samsung? As an intro of WWDC by Siri, asks Sunny Kalra. You know, they're funny, but I don't know if that's necessarily the best way you want to market a product, whether you're Apple, Samsung, Microsoft, Google. When you bring up the competition, you're giving them attention that they probably don't necessarily need. And you're, in many ways, giving free advertising to the other side. And this has been done for quite some time. I mean, even Apple's done this, Samsung's done it, every company's done it. Is it great? Is it not great? It's a matter of perspective. Sometimes you chuckle. Sometimes you have to, laugh about the things that any one of these companies may be bringing up about their competition. The bottom line is, don't take them so seriously as to, believe that it's a religion, because technology is not a religion. Technology, it's not even a lifestyle. I mean, you have technology in your life, but your whole world can't revolve around technology. And some people just get way too passionate, as if, the whole world or the entire galaxy was contingent on everybody having the same technology choices as them. It just doesn't work that way. It's like going around thinking, no, Star Wars always beats Star Trek. No, not really. In fact, they're two completely different types of story arcs. So, I mean, no one thing can trump another. It's when we can poke fun of the other side that, as long as we can do it in a lighthearted way, I think it's okay. But I honestly believe that when you're poking fun of your competitor, that shows that the competitor is way far ahead of you. Because why would you want to tear them down? You only want to tear down what's on top. So I guess, Samsung could take that as a feather in their cap. The fact that Apple was trying to, or had been trying to, tear them down. And again, Apple is not the only company to do that. I have to be sure to point that out. Guillermo Dominic Savio Placencia says, Chris, since you might be talking about Lego, surprise, surprise, can you talk about the Series 10 minifigs and the whole Where's Mr. Gold thing? What do you think about him? He's a cool little minifig. Well, I'm lucky enough to have Mr. Gold. It's a chase item, especially for collectors, people like me. I'm a fan of Lego and will be till the day I die, I think. I don't think I'm going to drop that hobby anytime soon. Fun for collectors, but also maddening, because it could be very, very expensive to collect. And everybody has a collection. I'd hope you collected something more than just dust. I always joke, people ask about, the things that I have with technology, and I'm surrounded by all these great tech products. Awesome monitors, awesome smartphones, awesome cameras. I just got this awesome Bluetooth speaker. Should I unbox this in this live video? Let me know if you want me to. I'll send it over here for the time being. But that's not collecting, because, in 2 years' time, this is going to be worthless. In 1 year's time, this is going to be worthless. And, how long is it going to be before this is worthless? That Lego minifigure is likely to remain valuable forever. So long as, Lego still has fans in the world, or even if fans disappear, then it becomes even more of a collectible. So, I always look to collect things that I think are going to have value, and unfortunately, tech rarely fits that criteria, because tech is worthless by the time you buy it, because a new thing comes along, and that's horrible, because then you just purchase something else. All right, let's see here. What questions do we have from the community tuning in live? From the UK, hey, awesome. Nexus 4 $100 price drop, worth buying. Absolutely, if you were on the fence for the Nexus 4, let me reach over to my smartphone shelf. If you were thinking about the Nexus 4, don't think anymore, because taking $100 off an already great product is enough for me to say, what are you waiting for? Maybe the next version of the phone, but as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, you're always going to be seeing a new device come out. And yes, there's likely going to be a new Nexus 4 or 4.1 or a 5 or whatever the hell they call it. But that does not take away from the value of what this phone can provide for you today at the price that they're pitching it at. So $100 off, an already great product, an absolute win. The Nexus 4, despite as many Android devices that I've tried, I keep coming back to the Nexus 4 as my go-to Android experience. I'm not the only one. It's my favorite Android device. That's not a secret. It has been since the day I reviewed it in this channel about a year ago or so. Someone wants me to unbox it. Okay, I will. Silly Sphere asks, overall thoughts on the first season of Doctor Who? Anything you didn't like? You know, I understand how people have now said, well, the series kind of starts slow with the 9th Doctor, but I'm now into season 2, deep into it, and almost finished. I've got about 5 more episodes to go. I'm very grateful to be able to digest them all at the same time without having to wait for a new episode to be released. I'm just streaming them through my Netflix account. You know, I would say first season was good, but I'm enjoying the second season more, and it could be that, you know, the show is getting into its stride. Maybe it's the 10th Doctor that I like more than the 9th Doctor, and I like the 9th Doctor. Doctor Who is worth a shot. You know, I am a fan of sci-fi, and I'm very careful about how I spend my time. But watching Doctor Who, at least the new seasons, starting with the 9th Doctor, I think it's season 1 through 6. I'm not a full-fledged Whovian yet, but I am on my way. Hey, I have a sonic screwdriver. Hang on. I have to show you this. I featured it in yesterday's Star Scores, and this is... Mastatoba sent this in as a gift from my wish list. It's fun. It's just... I can fix things now with my sonic screwdriver. The 10th Doctor's sonic screwdriver. I don't know. It's just a piece of plastic, really. It's fun. Is it going to be worth anything, 5 years from now? I doubt it, but it's a sonic screwdriver. It's kind of fun. All right, moving back to the Facebook thread. Let's see here. Ooh, we got some good questions. Do you think Apple should make a game console or a smart TV, asks Josh Hall. Yes. I do believe they should make a game console, and I think they already have. It's called an Apple TV. If you have AirPlay, that is... you have any kind of Apple device like a Mac or an iOS device, and you use AirPlay in conjunction with your Apple TV, you can game from your controller, effectively like an iPhone or an iPad, and mirror it up on the TV if it does not have a different type of AirPlay option enabled within the game. So I think they already kind of have a game console, but they haven't really put a finer point on that. I do believe it's a matter of time before Apple opens up an API and starts accepting more and more apps in the Apple TV experience. I think they are approaching that moment in time very rapidly. Should they make a smart TV? I don't know if they really want to get into the hardware game. It'd be kind of neat to see an Apple TV, an actual television set. It hadn't worked well for Google, and it could be not just the idea, but the implementation, but I don't know. I'm kind of tossed up on that. I mean, TVs are something that you don't buy all that frequently. So I think Apple would be better off approaching the marketplace, kind of like with the Apple TV as it currently stands. It's a little box, much like Google with the Chromecast, although the Chromecast is not exactly an Apple TV. I've gone into that before in the channel, so I don't want to belabor that point right now. Belabor, by the way, was the word I used. If you don't know what that means, you can go ahead and Google it. I was combining the word Google and Bing there. Don't ever do that. It's really dangerous. You may actually take down the internet if you try that at home. I was being facetious. The idea, though, that Apple is going to sew together all these experiences, I think it goes without saying. I have heard that Star Wars, or at least Disney in the Star Wars brand, is going to be setting forth and releasing a dedicated app on Apple TV. Just this past week, we saw the release of Disney and Disney XD on Apple TV as apps. I think it's a matter of time. And maybe they're working on licensing strategies with existing players. And I mean players in the entertainment industry, not necessarily a hardware player. I'm looking forward to it. At least, future Apple TV revisions. I'm very happy with the Apple TV. It's an impulse buy, or was an impulse buy, and it's paid for itself in droves. If you have any iOS device, an Apple TV is a must, if only for the AirPlay options. I've gone into that at other points, though, so I don't want to dive into it too deeply here. Hopefully I've covered that question well enough. Shannon Dale Freeman asks, Chris, is assembling and collecting Star Trek models, ships, a good thing? I have the Star Trek bug. Yes! Get a hobby, man. those models, you'll be able to set on shelves and admire for years to come. I mean, this past week, I built the Tower of Orthanc, or Orthanc. No one ever really gave me a clarification on the pronunciation of that, for the brick build in this channel. I mean, the thing stood 28 inches tall. Took 6 hours out of my life, but now I have this model from the Lord of the Rings sitting in our home that I can admire. I mean, anybody can walk by and go, oh, wow, because it's beautiful. And I assembled that by hand using things that I love, Lego bricks. So you can take the same approach with models. It's a great hobby. It's a great way to spend your time, and you'll have something to show for it. And I think, that kind of model building is a great exercise for your brain. You get hand-eye coordination, you're doing things, and then you have something to show for it. And I think that's why I like doing that more than I like playing video games, because I have something to show for it other than a virtual achievement of sorts. So this is the Transit. You guys wanted me, well, at least one person wanted me to unbox this. High-performance wireless speaker, Bluetooth 4.0 enabled, if I remember correctly. Let's see if I've got any other details. Does it slide out? Yes, let's slide out this way. Okay, let's set that there. If you can see it. Live unboxings. Sometimes they can be challenging. And I think the thing I like most about this speaker is look how slick that is. It doesn't even look like a speaker. And I love items that are like this, right? Unobtrusive, clean. It's got a little stand that pops out in the back so you can set it up there. Quick start guide, and thank you in a million different languages. Charges by way of probably a micro or a mini USB. Yep, micro USB. You've got plenty of those cables lying around. High performance wireless speaker. So I'm going to be playing with this. I can't give a full-on demo, but man, there are a lot of wireless speakers out there, but in terms of design, I'm a fan of this. Look at it. Look how clean that is. And I like things that melt away into decor and don't just stand out as like speaker. You can't even see. Would you even know this was a speaker? No. The answer is no. You wouldn't. Then. Okay, even if you did know. I would be surprised. The Apple Champ asks, what is your opinion on OS X Mavericks? I would say I'm looking forward to it, if only for the speed increases and the optimizations they've made. Very rarely has it been the case where it's been a mistake to upgrade to a newer version of OS X. All right, let's see here. Scrolling through more questions. Gosh, a lot of them are kind of repeat questions, but the good news is the questions that were being asked, I kind of already answered already in this video before even knowing the questions were being asked. Greg Northam asks, are you buying an Xbox One? I've referred to this in the past. I don't have immediate plans. I think Xbox Ones might be a bit overpriced. Yeah, something from Microsoft being overpriced. But it's likely to happen. I'll probably upgrade one of my Xboxes, but not all of them, if only because I don't see the need to upgrade Xbox 360s. Remember, I'm not a gamer, which is likely why I'm not going to be at PAX this weekend. Maybe I'll hang out in the lobby area, seeing friends, but I'm not a gamer. Just haven't ever been, other than a casual gamer. I love casual games. Oliver Exley. Hey, Chris, what do you think about doing a live event with Lamar Wilson on a Friday night? Lamar is great, but I know he's tapped on time, too. And it's difficult to get schedules coordinated, especially when you're doing something on a revolving basis. And I think that, that's something that, I've considered, doing different guests. Last week I was on with Linus Sebastian from Linus Tech Tips. That was great. That was awesome. It was a great live stream. Very, very fun. I don't know if his community really liked me being there. They thought I was a kid, a 40-year-old kid. By the way, speaking of Xbox One, I will also likely be getting a PS4. Gotta have both, I believe in that. If only because the PS4 is far more affordable. Not just that, but I'm reminded last week's giveaway recipient decided to get a PS4. That's who got the Amazon giveaway for the gift card we did with go.tagjag.com/free points. Stanley Guerrier asks, is the iPhone 5S pointless? No, just an upgrade, or likely will be an upgrade. We know nothing about it officially at this point in time. Mohammed Mahmoud says, the crime of not liking this video is punishable with force choke. Did I get any new Vaders this week? I did! I featured this guy in the vlog. Remember? It's a dog toy. I went out to get new beds for Wicket and Pixie, and I found the dog toy. It's great. X Captain Crazy XXHT asks, when are you going to BrickCon? When BrickCon happens. I do have plans to go, and it will definitely be time well spent. I love just looking at what other people have created with their hands in Lego bricks. Rebecca Kraunz asks, is Diana there with you? She is not. I believe she is taking a shower. I do not want to go into too many details, though, because I don't want to reveal anything that she would not... I'm not going to reveal her in the shower, by the way. That's not going to happen in this live video. That would be not very good, really. I would not be able to do another live stream because I would be rendered, like a bloody pulp. All right, moving along. Let's go to a couple more questions before I'm going to go ahead and close her out. See here. Tommy Toon Smith asks, Chris, what kind of beef sticks are you always eating, and where can I buy some? I get them from all over the place. Just get them. Find something you like and keep buying more of them. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite beef stick. I just like beef sticks. Period. By the way, I know that we're trying to go through a lot of questions, and I'm sorry they're not being updated in the description. It just takes a lot to go through writing descriptions if you even look at writing descriptions. I'm sorry, even if you look at reading the descriptions that have been written for you. Oh, doing things live. And I'm going on just 2 shots of espresso today. All right, let's see here. Any other questions? No, I don't think we have any other questions. I definitely want to try to keep this short, if only because I know that for rewatching live video, you got to keep them. If you see it's too long, you don't want to tune in, and I don't like that. I want everybody to enjoy this video a year after it's been recorded, and hopefully, if you're watching this video after it's been recorded a year ago, thank you. I really appreciate that. Austin Grant, and we'll go ahead and leave it here with this. Opinion on iOS 7, it is shaping up. I haven't had a chance to really use it in depth on a daily basis, just in beta form. I think it has a little more ways to go, though. Can't really call myself a huge fan of iOS 7. Bits of it are nice, and bits of it are a bit of a disappointment. Still, I'll upgrade. What are you going to do? It's like the latest version of an operating system. Gotta have it. So I will share more of my thoughts, of course, when iOS 7 has become final, and I can't officially talk about it. But that remains to be seen. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in and participating. Really appreciate all the support you guys give to this channel every day. Hopefully you're following me across social, Twitter, Facebook, Google+. I appreciate all the feedback you give, your discoveries that you find when you email me, chris@pirillo.com. That means a lot to me. It just lets me know that I'm making an effort that is resonating with you at some level. So thanks again for watching this live stream this week, and I guess we'll see you later.